Welcome back, welcome back. As you can see, I'm on the IONOS main page. I've logged into my account, so my domain and my hosting has been purchased. Whichever company you choose, it should be a similar process. Things are going to look obviously different because they're different companies, different color schemes, different themes, different schemes, and so on. However, the overarching process should be the same. Now, when I'm making websites for people, I like to use IONOS. It's not the cheapest one. Let me just say that straight away. However, because it's so simple to use and because most of the people that come to me to make stuff for them, websites and so on, they don't have much IT experience. So always thinking as a designer and as a developer or just as an IT professional in general, right? When someone comes to you, don't straight away think of what's easiest for you and best for you. Think about what the client needs. Now, I've made WordPress websites for people. I've made Wix websites for people and Squarespace website for people. Because if someone wants to be able to update their website themselves, but they're not very IT savvy, maybe WordPress is not the best thing for them. Maybe something like Wix and Squarespace is going to be way better. The interface is a lot simpler, depending on what they're trying to do. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my domain and SSL section here. That's loaded up. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to try and hide some of this detail. I don't want you guys to see my contract information, but all I'm going to do at this stage is click where it says use your domain. When I click on that, it's going to ask me a few questions, what I want to do. I'm going to choose create a website. These options here are specific to IONOS, but essentially what I want to do is get my WordPress app installed on my website and actually have a website that people can visit. WordPress is the tool that most websites run from, but we're not going to start making the website straight away. We need to first let this tool know that we want to use it. So we're going to install this tool, remove some of the useless plugins that come with it, and actually install the plugins that we want. So for IONOS users, if you're following along with this, I'm going to go move away from where it says easy to use website builder. I'm going to go over to professional solutions. You can use the website builder. I don't think it's necessary to pay anything extra because WordPress is pretty straightforward, again, depending on what you want to do. There are some nuances that you might not know or might not be able to read and understand straight away, but typically speaking, the website I'm going to be making is a very flat, non-transactional website in terms of people won't be able to buy anything on there. I'm simply going to be posting content for the courses I'm doing on YouTube. For example, I'm doing Unit 4 programming for BTech Level 3 IT. I'm going to move away from where it says easy to use website builder again. I'm going to go over to where it says professional solutions. But for your system, if it's not IONOS, again, the main thing you need to do is to figure out how to install the WordPress plugin. So I'm just going to click continue on WordPress here. This one is not the one I need. That one's not the one I need. I'm going to go to continue here to get to the WordPress plugin. If you're using something like Hostgator or any one of the other hosting providers, you need to just ensure that you figure out how to install WordPress. So a quick Google search would work. So let's say install WordPress on Hostgator, right? And that's going to give you the steps you need. You can also go to other videos. Now, it would be impossible for me to show all the videos. I'm just going to try and keep it as simple as possible with one of the companies that I've used before, which in my case is IONOS. Here I am on the IONOS WordPress installation. What do I need my website title to be? Mine's going to be Ron's Tech Hub. Quite simple, right? That's the name of the YouTube channel. I'm going to have a website which showcases content on there. I'm going to have documents, images, PDFs, so on and so forth. I'm going to go to where it says create website on the right there. Oh, administration login. Now, this is the stuff I'm definitely 1000% going to hide from everyone. So I'm going to fill this section in and come back to you guys. Your WordPress installation might look slightly different on the platform that you're using, but it doesn't really matter. Once you have your details, make sure, please, 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 write these details down. If you lose this, it's going to be very, very hard to get into your WordPress site. And in some cases, you might have to wipe everything and start again if you don't have like a backup or a recovery email address or a recovery phone number. So I've filled in my details. I have my administration login here. I have my password, which I created. I repeated the password just to make sure that I typed it in correctly. So I had to verify that I did it correctly the first time. I have read and accept the terms of use. Now, I haven't read it to be fair, but you should definitely read yours just to make sure you're okay with everything that's being done. Typically speaking, WordPress is fine. There isn't going to be an issue for WordPress. It's a free plugin. Well, most of it is free. There is a paid version, but we're going to stick to the free version. I'm going to click continue. And on here, you can have a managed WordPress website where they do everything for you, or you can have just a basic one. I'm going to go for basic because I believe that's what most people need. So I'm going to go to continue with WordPress. Click on that. It says select domain. I only have a single domain in this case, so I'm going to select from the drop down list the domain for me. Now again, I'm going to keep stressing that your system might look slightly different than mine. I'm using IONOS. If you use Hostgator, or I actually don't even remember the names of the other hosting providers because there's so many, but whatever hosting provider you're using, it's going to be slightly different. This is the process where it's actually showing, or it's actually installing the WordPress plugin. So this might take a few minutes, and then after that your website should go live. So I'm going to come back when this finishes. The WordPress plugin has now been fully installed for me. I'm going to be hiding some of my details on the screen here so you guys don't see my details so you can try and hack me. I am going to go to the right here, and this is Runs Tech Hub. This is what the page looks like now. This looks very, very horrible. But again, the whole purpose of this video was to show you how to set up your IONOS or how to install the WordPress plugin. The next section of this, I'm going to be showing you guys how to go in and make certain changes to the WordPress profile, let's say, and delete some of the unnecessary stuff we need and start afresh installing the Elementor plugin alongside WordPress. And what that's going to allow us to do is to do drag and drop editing of the website. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and stay tuned. I do have a lot more stuff coming. Peace.